And we are back at Meta One Design headquarters for another episode of Beyond the NFT, everyone. So good to see you. It is a pleasure to see you all. And, I'm very excited to be back on another Monday night. If anyone is new, my name is Sinful. I am your host for tonight's show. And joining us tonight is a very, very talented person. But before we get to that, I would like to give a special shout out to our sponsor, Bucktown MMA. Um, Bucktown MMA is a mixed martial arts program that's focused on empowering the youth all around the world through martial arts and yeah, just the lessons that come along with that: discipline, hard work, consistency, and getting kids out of the streets and into a gym, doing something productive with their lives. So Beyond the NFT is a proud it is proud to be sponsored by Bucktown MMA, and yeah, head over to bucktownmma.org/support and get yourself some merchandise or maybe even some NFTs. All proceedings go back to the program. And now, I know I mentioned our guest. I'm just very happy to have him on because, he's a friend. He's a friend. Uh, Everyone, let's please welcome founder of Doge Busters and genius Decentraland developer, MeanGreenDoge, to the stage. Welcome, Mean. How are you?
Hello. Yeah, I'm fine. I hope you too.
Well, I'm very excited to have you here. Thank you very much for taking the time. I know, like over where you are at in your part of the world, it is probably like I don't know, like 2 a.m. right now. Can you confirm?
Yeah, it's 2 a.m. Yeah,
It's 2 a.m. Oh my
and
lord.
and I tried to fix my sleeping schedule last week and go to bed at 12, 12, yeah, 0. I don't know. Is it 12 p.m.?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, right.
Or
At 12 p.m. and woke up at 8 a.m. And yeah, it worked 1 week, and then I logged into Decentraland, and it was over.
oh you.
So
So you're talking.
so
You're saying
now it's my time.
this is a scenario from before Decentraland. One time you tried going to bed early, and then the and then when you found the metaverse, going to bed early was never the same afterwards, huh?
Yeah,
I
totally.
I understand that because like going to bed after the metaverse, going to bed early literally means you're going to bed at like 6 a.m. Early, like when when everyone's waking up. Uh, Good times. So, I usually like to start the show by, just passing the mic over to you and
Mm?
giving you the opportunity, the time to give yourself like a proper introduction, say hello to everyone, and share a little bit about yourself. Like what brought you to crypto or what brought you to Decentraland. The mic's yours.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, my name is MeanGreenDoge. Some of you maybe might know me. I see here Ameda Wolf Mohedi, some of our um, some sponges. Yeah, as I see here, as I see the sponges, I instantly need to go to them and do the scrub.
Do the scrub.
And I see Canessa, Masterbrains, Vixen. I think it's M, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then SinfulMeatSticks, yeah, I know him. And Toxic Waifu, hello. Um, so yeah, I start with uh, I need to start. I don't know. Sorry, I need to think about.
I mean, how about go ahead. I mean, how about
Yeah,
because like okay, we know you're a developer. Maybe we
yeah.
could start about like maybe did you have a developer background before coming to Decentraland, or kind of did all
Uh,
this interest get started within coming into Web3?
so yeah, I was inventor my whole life, and I'm out of a German inventor family, and yeah, I did my way, always digital or mostly digital, um, and in I need to think about I think it's 10 years now, 2015. I studied electrical engineering, and yeah, I did this electric stuff all the time. So it was like about automation, doing Kubernetes networks and these things, and yeah, it was totally interesting when I found Decentraland back then. In I think it was 2020. I bought some mana for back then it was 1 cent,
Ooh.
and didn't know anything about it, just bought it, and then there was a day it go up, and it was like I think 50 cent or something, and I was very angry because I only bought for about $100 or something.
It happens.
So it wasn't so much. And yeah, but I was interested in Decentraland, and walked some nights through the world, and was curious how the people are building this stuff. Yeah, and then I found about the docs, the documentation about Decentraland, and yeah, it was awesome how it how everybody can deploy their own code here. It wasn't this kind of interaction was something totally new for me to this time, and yeah, then I think 3 months, 4 months, I investigated it here, and then I came to Toxic and said, "Hey, you need to look at this. This is total awesome." And yeah, this was was simply start in this whole thing, and when I showed the Toxic, we had this idea to start something, start a business here. And we talked with much friends from us. We have some talented friends, and they were hooked at the first time, but over the time we lost the Dodgebusters, the most Dodgebusters members.
Mm-hmm.
And at after I don't know a half year, we decided to make our own stuff here, and so not onboarding our friends, making our own stuff. So this is the point, and yeah, the first project from us was this snow globe. Maybe you remember this in 2021, I think. We had the snow globe, and everybody. The joke in this was that everybody can click on the snow globe and come in our raffle system. So I built a database, and the people clicked on the snow globe to get something in the end, but they didn't know it at the beginning. And in the end, we had like 200 different users clicking on the snow globe. It was a success back then, but it was a total chaotic event because in the beginning we wanted to make 24 pull-ups, and the Toxic drawed it. I tried to deploy it, and this pull-up has a forum too, like Decentraland. Like I think it has a DAO too, but I don't know this how this works. But I got the message that I can't deploy 24 pull-ups because they are too exclusive to do 24 of them for one event, or for one day, one pull-up. So this was the idea, and in the end we only did 12 days, and the people we ruffled. What did we ruffled? We ruffled I think three names, and Toxic is knowing what we ruffled. I think she documentates this. I forgot it, but I think we ruffled some things, and we ruffled one sponge variable. You know, it's our mascot. And so this was the chaotic beginning of the whole thing, and yeah.
So, I mean, that is awesome. Like, it's awesome to listen to different people's like stories about getting into Decentraland, kind of like a little bit about themselves before even coming into Decentraland. Like the thing that blew me away, like from the very beginning, like you have been an inventor your whole life. You come from a family of inventors, like. And then like to learn about you studying electrical engineering and kind of like specializing with automation, so my question would be, was there like from electrical engineering or what you were doing for work before, was there a bridge kind of that where you could take those same skills and apply them into Decentraland developing?
So it was kinda in the studies. I had much about coding. Okay. So it wasn't like an IT like an IT. I don't know what it's called in English.
Yeah,
Um,
IT.
yeah,
Yeah.
information technology
Mhm.
studies. It wasn't so deep. It was more like practical. So programming um, with assembly and this kind of stuff. So
Mhm.
you program microchips and for cost efficiency. And but this wasn't um, this was how the studies went. And yeah, why um, why I think where's the connection in this? Um, so I was before we got to Decentraland, I was building a prototype, a rapid prototyping startup, but then Corona came, and it was a little bit problematic because we couldn't get customers for
Mhm.
this. No, there was no what is this called? I need to translate. Yeah. So there was no fairs for showing what we need to get customers from fairs. Or,
Mhm.
this was one idea, and yeah, this was totally dead. This idea, and uh, I had this in Decentraland. You can build robots and stuff, but you don't need the materials for this. You can, for example, you can program your steps, what it does, what it should do, and you don't need you can do it theoretically, so you don't see any progress in this, or you can do it with a simulation. And in Decentraland, you can simulate much. Um, Sometimes it doesn't seems like it's so complex, but yeah, you can draw the code in parts here and test it. So you don't need to program anything in TypeScript. You
Mhm.
can program in any language here, because you only need a bridge to translate this. And for example, this the Garden of Encounter is working like this. So we have this SDK 7 scene where I hope it looks good. And in the background, um, there's a server written in parts in Python and in JavaScript, and they translating this translates this. So the balls um, are written in JavaScript,
Mhm.
and um, the hands, for example, the hand event we had last year, was programmed in Python, and yeah, this is a total incredible. This is working here, because when you have other metaverses, you are very limited. Um, for example, Roblox. But I don't know if I would say metaverse to this, but I think it's in the same league.
Yeah, yeah. Like there's definitely potential for it all to come together. Okay. That so I kind of wanted to ask, and I mean, feel free to not answer. I wanted to know did you and Toxic Waifu meet? You were mentioning earlier, like coming into Decentraland and then kind of like talking to Toxic Waifu and about the metaverse and potentially starting a business.
So yeah, Toxic and I, we know each other since over 10 years.
Oh.
I don't know, 10, 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, when I call her name out of the window, she will hear this, because she's very close.
Aw, that is awesome. That's awesome. And I mean, amazing to kind of have as Dana says, yeah, a decade of friendship, with a person, and then even come into the metaverse world, into like kind of transcending planes, and continuing that friendship just as strong. That is amazing. I wish I had like some real life friends that would come hang with me on the metaverse.
Yeah, this would be very nice if yeah, as I said, we had more friends in the metaverse at the beginning, and yeah, sadly this broke. Um, but I'm very happy I have her.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I see Master Wayne saying, "Oh my God, Mew, we are your friends. Yes, yes, you are most definitely my friends. But I'm talking about the buttholes that hang out with me IRL. Uh, I wish I can get them on the metaverse. Maybe one of these days, like." And it's not even about money. It's just like it's not like that. Oh, we're not there because there's no money. It's more like they just don't get it, don't get what we're trying to do here. And I mean, like you guys say, like who better else to explain everything, and I'm not good at it. Do you
Yeah,
have?
I try to, I really try to onboard a friend at the moment, but
Mhm.
it seems like totally impossible. Um, he has a strict meaning from Decentral, not from Decentral, from Metaverse,
Mhm.
and NFTs and this kind. And yeah, it's hard to change the mind in
Mhm.
the actual moment. Well, not in the actual moment. I think it's getting better at the moment
Mhm.
um, with NFTs and this kind. But we had this long winter.
Yep, yep, exactly. We are just like starting to defrost here from the winter. We're
Yeah.
starting to thaw out. Because like yeah, it was a long brutal winter. I feel like now we're getting some life in the crypto markets. Everything is starting to look up for the future. But but yeah, I mean sometimes I think and wonder, it's like, did we build enough in the bear? Like do we have these things set up, these protocols set up that we wanted to for when the normies came next time? Um,
Mm.
in some ways, like for me, I want to say yes, but at the same time, I want to say no. It's getting tested.
Yeah, same for me. I think some mistakes was making, and but some things are getting better.
Yeah, I I I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. So okay. Crap. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? I had. Hmm. I guess I lost the question I wanted to ask you, but I did want to kind of like touch into Doge Busters. I know you like briefly covered Doge Busters. Just wanted to learn a little bit of history, and then maybe even like after you kind of share with us the overview, I could tell you about
Mhm.
the first time I came across Doge Busters.
And how was it?
I had a lot of fun. But yeah, take it away. Yeah, give us a. Could you please tell us kind of like the idea behind Doge Busters? Why did it get started, and like what is the vision moving forward?
Yeah. So the idea was uh, to yeah. At the moment, it was at first it was the idea to onboard our friends,
Mm-hmm.
but uh, because we see, or I always say we, but I need to focus on myself. Um, uh, I wanted to make my sorry uh, my enthusiasm about the metaverse was always strong, and in this kind of connected get connected with people from around the world in a virtual 3D space. It's crazy. Um, this is a crazy idea, and I love this, and the idea um, of hanging here and deciding about the future with the DAO of Decentraland is such a potential idea that I wanted to. I need to translate again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, no, I forgot my word. Um, so this idea to it's wrong. This word is wrong. Um, sorry, I can't translate because I forgot it.
No worries. No worries.
So it's I need to chill. So this idea drive me. Yeah, um, this idea of a metaverse, how it could be, drive me.
Mm-hmm.
This is maybe the right direction, and um, it was clearly in the beginning to make a business
Mm-hmm.
for making making a position in this
Mm-hmm.
in a standpoint, yeah, uh, that we can that we had the goldsmith. This goldsmith is modern, and he was interested in doing his gold rings and his jewelry,
Mm-hmm.
um, making this with a digital identity twist. And yeah, we wanted to make a standpoint for them to sell their stuff and do and grow in the metaverse. And then there was a digital artist, yeah, and a photographer, and
Nice.
who was there, and a collector, and he collects some documents from old TV shows and this stuff, and there was the idea to make this available for everyone here, but yeah, the interest flew then, and for me it was like a little crisis back then, because I couldn't do what I wanted to do with them, and yeah, when Toxic and I decided to go the next step here in Decentraland, we wanted to focus on this prototyping aspect from before, and yeah, in the end, the Pokemon, the Game Boy in Decentraland came with this, and of course I wanted to show that yeah, that you can make anything here. Like the sponge, it was like an onboarding action to show them. They asked, what can we do here in a metaverse? It's only digital and this kind of talking, and then I said you can bring anything here, and then I created a sponge to show them that you can make anything here. So, and yeah, this wasn't enough.
Yep.
And yeah, then I was working on in real life on a CNC system controller. I don't know if you know what a CNC is.
CNC. I don't know why, but I'm thinking about like one of those like machining tool machines that kind of like let's say you have a piece of iron and it'll like make it perfect or whatever, like build it for you. Okay, then yes.
So it's like a robot with for drills and this stuff.
Yeah.
And I was building a control for this, and yeah, then Corona came, and I couldn't. I need to translate.
And I see. Go ahead.
I couldn't do anything. No, this isn't right. But I couldn't do anything with this because we had no customers who can we show it, and it was only digital possible. And yeah, my idea was to show it then digital, and the funnier project in the end was the claw machine. But yeah, it was based on a project I was working on, and yeah.
Yep, and kind of like me coming in right there, like you mentioned it. The first time I came past Doge Busters was the Pokemon game you had set up on Twitch. I thought that was the greatest thing ever. Like like in all honesty, like if you could take off the delay from it, I know the delay is part of it, but if there was ever a way to take off the delay, that would have been like one of the best uses of like Decentraland towards like a different platform, like in a way, what's our favorite word? Interoperability.
Yeah, interoperability. Hard word. Uh, yeah, so it's nice to hear you liked it. Um, Sadly, we had not enough users. It was back then. Uh, I set it up for like I don't know 100 people that they can decide the next move in Pokemon, like together. I
Like a
don't know if you
queue.
know this. If you know this, Twitch plays Pokemon.
Twitch.
This was a this was an event in uh, I don't know 2012 or something. It was like millions of viewers on Twitch played Pokemon together, and it was total crazy because there are some parts when you go down, you need to go the whole way again, and so it was over a month. The community played Pokemon, and this was so. I think it was great back then, and this inspired me here in this. And when hypothetically 100 people stay in Decentraland and play this, this was the idea, but it's I scraped this very fast because yeah, we had maximum one player, and I implemented the direct controls. So you saw it when you could when one player could enter this and had 5 minutes to play it, and when nobody was coming, you could play longer. But yeah, this was the idea. That you can give the controller to the next one and maybe talk about this. Like yeah, let's catch a Abra or I don't know what are the English names of Pokemon. I forgot it a little bit.
You said
Um,
Abra is English. I don't know if it's the same in German though.
yeah, it's I know it's Abracadabra Simsala.
Mhm.
These are the evolution states. And yeah, someone was talking. I don't remember who it was, but was talking with another and wanted to catch an Abra. This was I thought this was the most success for me, that people communicate for catching a Pokemon.
Mhm.
And yeah, the lag was wasn't the best at the moment, because we made it with yeah, you know, with Twitch, and Twitch had a little bit delay. I think some people had 10 seconds delay, and it was hard. And later, I worked on a delay-free system in this, but always when a SDK update or something came, it was like broken because it used bugs in the SDK, and yeah, in the end, I delayed the whole event about a year, and in I think September we had this Decentraland plays Undertale, and yeah, this was working without lag, nearly without lag. So it was over WebRTC, so it has no delay.
Oh. Okay. Whoa.
And
Okay.
And Mohetti played it in the end, to the end, and this was a uh, total.
Like success.
I was, yeah, and I was so curious if we can beat it,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because if you know, Undertale can be very hard in the end, and yeah,
You did it.
Mohetti did it, and it was really great.
That's
After
really
that, I
cool.
needed to gift him a sponge.
I had to give him a sponge. Yeah, I thought I saw him wearing it somewhere around here. He's sponging it up for sure. That's awesome that you kind of got like a less latency option or no latency option. Um, crap. So like you've done you did the claw, you did the Doge bus or not the Doge Busters, the Pokemon. You have done a diving board with sponges, reactive sponges at the bottom of the pool. Um, you have done cool stuff like mixing chats, like getting a way to integrate Decentraland chat with Twitch chat with even Decentraland 1.0 chats. You definitely been doing a lot. What I have to ask, what is next? Do you have something that you're currently working on that you could share with us, that you could share with the class?
Yeah, so the at the moment the most important project is the garden,
Garden.
and the Garden of Encounter. So this is what you see in my background, with the fog. This is like this is to make um, what is it called? Uh, I, I want to make the users aware that that something is taken from them. So what was taken? The connection between the old DCL and the new DCL.
I see.
And I think it was very quick after the release that the people don't used or don't mind about the old DCL anymore, and yeah, just walked through DCL 2, sorry, and yeah, it's very nice to walk through DCL 2, but you never know if someone some other is on the same spot like you, but you can't communicate with them.
Different
And
dimension.
this is so sad. This that we can't connect to the old client. That I feel that I need to aware this. And yeah, at the moment it's like you can walk there. You can meet people from client 1 there, or when you are on client 1 from client 2.
Mm-hmm.
And this was based on another code I write through the year. I don't know if you remember, I wanted to make a shooter, and like Counter-Strike,
Mm-hmm.
and it works on client 1, but not on client 2.
Mm-hmm.
And not at the moment. And the technology behind this is that that people from different realms, in this case for Decentraland, can play there. And in the end, with client 2, you can shoot between client 1 and client 2. So, and and the problem is client 2 has at the moment has a handicap at this moment, because when the server gives you the request, the data comes into a Köhn, and it's like you're getting freezed and or slow down, and when you slow down in the shooter, it's over. And the problem was born there, and I needed to take the code away to calm down a little bit, because it made me very angry. And in the end, this code is working. So you don't shoot in the garden. You only can see your opponent. You're not your opponent. Your brother from another dimension, and you can write through the super chat with the people. So you write normally in the world chat and in the nearby chat, and you can see it on the super chat. It's like a conclusion of a summary of all chats we integrated in this. And the next step is another metaverse.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, this is something I wanted to do much time longer ago, but things happened, and I think I'm slowly ready for this. And we can integrate another metaverse here, and I can't say which metaverse I'm working on, but there will be a bridge to another metaverse.
That is awesome. That's awesome. Speaking of other metaverse platforms, I know we've been talking about this a lot, but I want to ask you specifically about this platform and what they've been doing as of late, Hyperfi. What are your thoughts on all the development that Ash has been making within the Hyperfi realm? Hyperfi. Have you been following at all?
I visited two times. So I'm not too deep in the materia, but I saw mostly what's happening on social media. People go crazy because they got a big airdrop. I think I need to congratulate you for this.
Well, thank you.
I think you had a good time, and I'm a little bit interested in this. I saw they integrated physics. This is very interesting. And in Decentraland you have no physics, but on the garden parcel you have physics.
Yep, and just right
by
now,
the way.
right now I'm just sharing my screen. I pulled up Ash. I mean, Hyperfi is definitely looking really good with its new development. You were mentioning the physics, which where is it? I heard, when I heard him talk about PhysX by NVIDIA, that's big right there. But man, I'm looking for a video that he posted about like flying an airplane. Maybe
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
you saw that. Yeah.
I saw
Okay.
that. Yeah, it looked great. It looked great.
Mm-hmm. I,
What I really like is that you can, if I'm don't wrong informed, that you can use the browser to um, to enter Hyperfile, right?
you can use your browser or this device. These things that we carry everywhere. Our cell phones.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
cell
yeah,
phones too.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, this
You're
is
probably like, what was that?
yeah.
What did you
This
show
this
me?
this is total. This is great. Yeah, I think Metaverse should be like a easy to access platform,
Mm-hmm.
not the system requirements shouldn't be too high for a Metaverse for all, or not for only an exclusive group.
Yep, yep.
And I like the way Hyperfile did there,
Okay.
and yeah.
Oh, what's this? Let's see. Okay, wait. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. No, okay. This is not a question for you. I thought it was someone hitting me up on the fly, like, "Hey, I have a question for MeanGreenDoge." um, but crap. What was the last thing you were mentioning? Well, I can't remember. I was going to like bring it back to Decentraland in a way, like kind of like from a development point of view. Let's say for anyone coming into the Decentraland space that wants to make some code or build something or just like deploy something onto their land. What is like what would be one of the best tips you can give to them to get started within the Decentraland realm?
So I think the best tip would be starting 2 years ago, because at the moment you don't know always what's working and what's not working, and this can be frustrating for a new developer. But I recommend that you the first thing you should do is reading the docs. This is the most important step there. Uh, when you are a total newbie, you should read the docs and try to just try to build, and don't sorry. For 2 years, I had to say you need to look at the awesome repository, but this is all SDK 6 now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's maybe not so helpful. Yeah, at the moment, I would say you need to read the docs. This is the most important thing, and you need to stay updated what's changing there, because yeah, one day it works, and other day it stops working, like the emote functions. This was a little bit annoying. But I want to bring a good tip. Sorry, I'm bad at good tips at the moment. You need to tell me which level you want to as a new developer.
Yeah.
Do you want to change the whole system, or do you want to build a simple video scene with a video stream? Yeah. So I think when you are low level, the best thing is to um, Um, yeah, learn the basics. This is really this is
Mm-hmm.
really sorry. I have no I have no tip for this. I can only say you need to read the docs when you want to code something, and if you want to get further in this, um,
Yeah, yeah. So yeah,
best
basically just
start 2 years ago.
start 2 years ago when there were repositories. I mean, you know, as much as like that may like you know we may say that now in a way it also serves as an opportunity. I see. Like you know whenever there's moments of loss, there's also moments of opportunity.
Yeah.
Even for like the next person to you know start filling up awesome repository 2.0 or whatever it may be. Um,
Mm. Yeah, there are preview scenes, so it's not that there's nothing,
mhm,
but it was like a bigger community. Like it felt like more people are contributing to the repository
mhm.
and than today. But maybe I'm not right in this, but it felt like this, and
Yeah. Y-
yeah,
Yeah, I mean
I
totally.
I hope I hope um, when you're new to Decentraland, you definitely need to learn before uh, you need to learn how this all works, because otherwise you getting lost over the time, because it's very frustrating.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
need to, I love this frustration in some kind, uh, but yeah, sometimes it's a little bit too much.
As a developer, like, do you feel like this would be like a like the Central Land is a different beast opposed to like, you know, coding or developing in other planes, in other platforms, or like anything else that you've ever done?
Sorry, you need to ask this question again.
Oh,
I
sorry.
didn't hear it right.
Well, I guess the question really is yes. Like, I was just asking, like, how different is the Central Land from developing in other platforms? Because, like,
Ah, so okay.
I used to always hear developers say, if you could pick up the Central Land, developing in the Central Land, you could probably pick up developing in anywhere else.
So yeah, it's when you compare it with a real development developing of a game, for example, um, I think you can't compare it, because you have much more possibilities when you're using Unity vanilla and not in Decentraland. But the thing is, when you're using it vanilla, you can only show this code to people who buy your game or yeah, download it or whatever. And here in Decentraland, you can show it directly in the world. And this is the thing. Decentraland, where my hope in Decentraland is, when this stays and don't goes. And when you compare to it's so it's TypeScript. So everything where you use it, when you can do JavaScript, you can do TypeScript,
Mm-hmm.
definitely.
Yeah.
And uh, yeah, so you can build anything on TypeScript, and so it's very um, it's very universal. I think TypeScript is a very good language for this. But so when you're doing you can write whole servers on TypeScript, for example, or you can run it on your cell phone, and you can do much. You can really do anything with this, and it's like the other big languages, and yeah, in the end, I would say DCL is buggy as fuck, but it's a great thing to but it's great to create something that you can show to your friends or around the world, and this is really something you can't you can only have this in the metaverse.
Yeah.
I think no, I don't think. Sorry.
I mean, I guess it's what you just mentioned, like, you kind of spoke well about TypeScript, and that you think it's like a good way to go along with Decentraland. It's funny because, like, I've spoken to different developers, and some of them like TypeScript, others not so much. Like others say, oh, Decentraland could be so much better if it were in this or that,
But what would be the alternative? TypeScript is very easy. I think it's an easy language, and everybody can read it somehow. So when you see the code, you can and you saw code. You saw code before, then you can understand it very quick, and it has its logic, yeah? And the thing is, it's easy. It's very common, yeah, and for a metaverse, as I said, I think a metaverse should be accessible for everybody, and don't only for those who have the strong systems, the core gamers. So I think it's better to use a easy language, because you can do anything with this. It's maybe easy, but it's powerful.
I hear.
This is this thing.
So I hear, yeah, about how easier it is to pick up TypeScript or JavaScript opposed to other programming languages. All right, MeanGreenDoge, I got your tips. Step 1, don't be noob. Tip number 1, don't be noob. Step 2, enjoy being frustrated. And these are tips that Toxic Waifu typed in chat in Decentraland. And what was the Master Wayne's put tip number 3, which
I don't want it to be so pessimistic, but yeah, it's
it's pretty accurate.
You can start here, but you will get frustrated.
You will lose hair. Swear. You will lose your hair from your head. And tip number 3 is have Call of Duty as a backup plan when you need to rage.
Totally.
So okay, so on reality, cause like, after the conversation in CBD over the weekend, I mean I'm getting more and more inspired. I had to, like, maybe try to build something, try to deploy something in my new 10 parcel estate. So whenever I do, I'm gonna probably like slap a box, a big cube down on my land, and then invite you over and just smack and be like, yeah, I I, I deployed this. Green, you proud of me?
Please show me this.
Um,
And do you want to code or do you want to use the new Creator Hub?
to tell you the truth, I much rather, and this is like probably like everyone's gonna be like, oh, Sinful, you're going down the hard route. I would prefer to learn the code.
I think this is the better way, the best way to do this,
Mhm.
because with code you can really pretty do anything here. Um, I love it Mr. J-Sickle did this curved screen here
Oh my god, so good.
on this on the puzzle, and yeah, this is something you only can do in the code. And
Really?
if you want to do something, if you want to do or with a smart item, I don't know if he did a smart item for this, but uh, with a smart item you can use it like drag and drop in the builder.
Mm-hmm.
But first you need to code this. So without code you can't do a smart item, and yeah. I can only recommend to start coding, but don't get too frustrated too quick. When it's struggling, just take a little break and start again the another day.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So beside like, I guess this would be an even deeper question because like the number one step with the Decentraland development would be like start with the docs. But like even just to like start learning TypeScript, start taking that first step towards coding for Decentraland, what would you recommend? YouTube video or any books or like any like sources?
So something I didn't have when I started. I did it the hard way and read all the docs. So I can only recommend
The docs.
this little pain. Um, it can make fun somehow, but it is the hard way. But something I know it's you should when you have problems when you need to start with TypeScript, I think ChatGPT is the best helper in this.
ChatGPT.
For
Okay.
real. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
totally. Cause oh sorry,
Oh,
my headset.
oh.
What?
Your headset fell, or you can't hear me anymore.
Energy was gone.
Oh,
I have my standing microphone in front of me.
oh, that's
Um, um, sorry, I forgot where we are.
You were just saying that starting from TypeScript, like,
Yeah,
it will be, kind of like an easier route. Um, and yeah, basically just starting off with the Decentraland docs and move your way forward from there. And I
yeah,
mean, and then I would assume like since I have amazing friends such as yourself and Mr. J Stickle, like that I could just ask questions as I go along there.
yeah, totally. You can hit me up if you need help. Um, but I think the best companion is ChatGPT here
Oh yeah, yeah.
because ChatGPT has problems with Decentraland code for it can't interpret this very good. When you say can you code me a house in blocks or something for Decentraland, you get crazy results. And but you need to understand the framework here. so that you um, simply it's like you spawning things, you deleting things, and you dragging things. This are the this is the main components here. And when you know how to drag something from A to B, and how to code something in TypeScript to um, to to make the path or something. This is the point where you can use ChatGPT, where the path goes or something, and TypeScript, common TypeScript is something ChatGPT handles very, very good. But you need to understand how what you want to do here.
Mm-hmm.
So spawning a cube or something is very easy. Yeah, you only need to what you need is you need to install Visual Studio Code and install the Decentraland plugin. This is all in the shop, in the marketplace, and yeah, you can simply start by doing a fresh scene, and the main components are all in. So like duplicating blocks. This is the standard scene, where you can learn much from only by reading the standard code. And yeah, when you start, let me know. I would like to have you.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, I mean, the first steps: download Visual Studio Code with the Decentraland plugin.
Yeah, I think about doing. I just bought a estate at University Plaza and the University District, and yeah, I think about doing some learning videos or something, or like streaming, helping, maybe. Maybe you can, if you like, you can join this in the future, and yeah, maybe I can help you.
Yeah, it would be fun. I think it would be fun for sure. You know, definitely keep you in mind to like bother you if I ever come across anything that I can't do. And let's see. Let's see. Oh, I see Cheddar what Cheddar just commented in the comments. No cloudy. I don't know if that's if I'm just not getting it because I'm not a developer. When Lambo airdrop, the Toxic is asking when DCL Lambo airdrop. Do you have any information on the? Oh, okay, there we go. Explanation.
Yeah,
Cloudy better than ChatGPT or GPT.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, you can use or you can use the copilot directly in Visual Studio Code. There's the AI integrated, and you can use AI when you want to start here. I think this is a good, less frustrating thing.
All right. I'm asking Toxic if she will send me my first Lambo. I feel like Toxic is a whale. We just don't know it. Maybe you would know it, but everyone else not really. We're whales at heart. We're whales at heart. We're whales when it comes to our friends. Let's see.
I
So
think
we talked a little bit about code and like a little bit of starting up. We spoke about Doge Busters, Garden of Encounter, which if you haven't heard, keep an eye out for Garden of Encounter. Uh, and yeah, I mean we've been going for about an hour or so now. How do you feel about starting to wind down?
yeah, I'm totally open for this.
Sounds good. I guess just I think earlier I asked you what was next when in terms of development for you. So
Yeah.
what my first starting question will be, what do you hope to see, the future of Decentraland be like, whether like maybe from the development side.
Yeah. So I hope um, from the development side, I hope the whole system doesn't get too centralized. That doesn't mean so I don't know much about corporate structures here in Decentraland, but my problem with centralization here in this point, what's at the moment, is that you can't that this client too is totally disconnected from the other realms, and yeah, I hope this is something where the foundation will do a little bit turnaround in the future. Course, yeah. If you don't have a strong PC, you can't join us here.
Yep.
And we need to. This is the most important thing for me, that everybody can join here, and in the best form via browser. This for me, this would be the perfect metaverse when you can join via browser.
Yep, with any device, with anything
Yeah.
with an internet connection, and I mean, I totally agree. I don't know if you are currently like reading Snow Crash with us in the D-Sale Book Club, or
I heard about it, but I didn't read it.
okay, like you haven't read it yet. So there's like a part where they like, and this isn't a spoiler really. There's a part where they were like saying that only the wealthiest 10% in the world can access the metaverse because they're the
Yeah.
only ones that can afford the high-powered PC to allow them to get into it. So that being
Mhm.
that like if you made it into the metaverse and you displayed your ad or whatever in the metaverse, you have access to like the most wealthiest concentrated group of people on the internet in a way. But yeah, I mean, I feel like the metaverse should be for all, for everyone to be able to access. And I mean that's why I always got to give the ups to Ash over there at Hyperfi.
Mhm.
He's got
Yeah,
that metaverse vision.
not the browser idea. Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think this is most important.
Yep. And
Lower the RAM, please.
yep. No barrier to entry. And I guess the final question would be, if anyone would like to reach out to you, chat, or ask you coding questions, whatever it may be, what's the best place to contact you?
So best would be, I think, Discord, or on X. You can write me private messages, and yeah,
All
this
right.
is. I'm very open in this. Or you can direct. You can come to the Garden of Encounter and write in the chat, and I will read it.
Like why? Is there like kind of like some sort of like a history chat? Like is the super chat kind of hold the history of whoever like
Exact.
came in chat. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So like whoever came in
You
last
can.
chat, you'll see it.
So it's like it's getting mirrored on our Discord.
Okay.
We
Oh,
have
it's
a Discord
connected.
server, and there's a super chat channel, and everything is mirrored there. Yeah. I um, uh, earlier or later I will read this. Last thing I read. Last thing I read a little bit later was Brandon Manos writing, whoever can read this owes me 1 ETH. And yeah, this was the last thing I mentioned here, but I didn't get in the first place.
Aw. That's awesome. Okay, okay. So make sure to leave messages for me and Green Doge at the Garden of Encounter. And I
Yeah,
didn't.
please.
I guess one question did pop into mind, which was when TikTok Tuesdays coming back.
Yeah, so the camera tool is back, and I think this is great that we can take photos from different angles now. And yeah, I think this week is no TikTok Tuesday,
Okay. No.
but I don't know. I think next week we are back with this, but maybe not. Toxic makes dates for this, and I think she will write this in the chat.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Can you hear this?
Once she hears us talking about this, she'll be like, actually, um, next week, TikTok Tuesday back. This week, no TikTok Tuesday. Alrighty, well, you heard it here from the toxic waifu herself. No TikTok Tuesday tomorrow.
Very good.
TikTok Tuesday
So I
next
don't.
week.
So I don't tell nonsense. Mm, I'm at the moment I'm working on the DAO. What did Toxic called it? On the spicy DAO event.
The spicy DAO.
I think this would be a good name, but I know it's not her name, not the name she choose. But yeah, she wanted to make aware what's happening in the DAO. Last week at TikTok Tuesday, she had a presentation about what's happening at the moment.
Yep.
And I think on Friday we not spicy DAO. Yeah, I don't know, but it's a
I'm against that name. But yeah, on Friday,
yeah.
some's going down. Okay, okay. I know.
Yeah,
I
and
Go ahead.
I'm building what's a voting system for this, so people can talk about the what's bothering them. So you can write it directly as an anonymous message in the server, and the server gives the messages to Toxic, who talks about it, and some interactive diagrams about voting power and other stuff.
Yeah, we're talking about the controversy surrounding the DAO Council in a very not spicy way. Maybe a little spicy. Then Meadow Wolf says paprika now. Mods, please ask MGD how he uses DCL as tool to make the presentation.
Yeah. Normally, we have the stream. Somebody is streaming in Decentraland, and the people can see what's happening in the stream. But last event we did the slideshow directly in Decentraland, so we didn't do a source in OBS where we showed it on Twitch. So it was first shown on Decentraland. This it was recorded then to Twitch. So it was a little bit twisted, but maybe it's a little bit too subtle. Last time was too subtle because it should be more interactive.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm trying to see if I can. Oh, never mind. That wasn't a new message from Toxic. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing. And I guess the last thing for you today is just me asking you for your final thoughts. Anything you would like to leave all our friends with tonight? Any thoughts, deep thoughts you may have in the back of your mind? Or maybe a question. Up to you.
Yeah. My question is, do you want to play COD after this?
You want?
But yeah, I think I said most things. I need to search for words at this point, and maybe it's better to end here. And but maybe I want to say, even if Decentraland can be frustrating in different kinds, it's totally interesting what's happening. Yeah, it's like a real life krimi. I don't know what the krimi is translated. Krimi. Crime story. Yeah, it's so easy, but I didn't check this. It's like no crime story is not right. It's like it feels like it's something fishy or something. Now in German we say Krimi, like it's totally interesting.
Okay.
And
okay, you use it as a totally interesting. Okay, or would it be like sus, like how we Americans use sus?
It's not too sus. I mean it's like we have a krimi, and it's like a Tatort. Much people watching this, and they're waiting for the next one, and it wasn't too negative. It shouldn't be such a negative meaning in this context.
Okay.
I mean, it's totally interesting. I'm waiting for the next episode of what's happening in DCL.
I see. Yeah, you're anticipating. You're excited. I understand. What was the word? Creamy. Creamy. So yeah, I mean, I am too. So good point to end it on. Thank you, MeanGreenDoge, for your time tonight at starting at 2 a.m. your time. And
thank you for giving me the stage. And it was total stage fright in the beginning, and I think it's better now. But I hope I can come back again.
Time flies when you're having fun. uh, alrighty. Well, to anyone that is still here on Decentraland, I'll probably be hanging out here in the CBD Discord for a little bit, and I'll be playing some music here after the show. Just going to